Hey guys, so we are starting out with our base and brows done, and I'm going into the Makeup Revolution Division palette. I've really been liking this lately, a lot of beautiful neutral and matte shades that I just think are really easy to work with and really versatile. They don't have any names though, so I'm just sort of pointing to the ones that I'm going into. So I'm going into sort of the taupe, like the light taupe color. With an Urban Decay fluffy brush. This came with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And I'm blending that into the crease. It's a really great transition shade. I like that color a lot. So I'm just building that up and putting that all in the crease. These colors do have a teensy bit of kickback in the pan, but that is, of course, when I'm using a really fluffy brush, which I think just kind of happens to every color when you do that, to be completely honest. Okay, so going in with the same brush, I'm going to go into the middle of the palette with that sort of orangey peach color and put that into the crease and blend it in with the previous color, really just to warm it up and intensify it a little bit more. You can see it kind of flying off the brush. I know that I'm using a very fluffy brush for this process, but I really didn't want a huge color payoff. I just really wanted to blend the colors together. So now we're going in with that light matte green on an angled brush and just sort of spreading that all over and kind of buffing that in a little bit on the moving part of my lid. And I'm blending it up a little bit into our previous colors there. I'm really just packing it on and patting it and just kind of seeing what the color payoff is going to be for that color. So it's a bit lighter than I thought, so I'm going to go in with the next darker green shade. And I'm going to apply that to my lid, and I'm going to use my finger and pat it on, which usually does result in a slightly darker payoff, which is true in this case. So that's what I did to get that shade a little bit darker and a little bit more vivid. And I really do like that payoff, and it does look pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go into one of the few shimmery shades in the palette. It is kind of like a bronzy gold, and I'm going to buff that into my lower lash line. So I wasn't sure initially what color I wanted to put there, but all these colors are really so cohesive and really go together that this looks really cute on the lower lash line. So putting some shimmer there and just buffing it in with my finger. Okay, so this is the last color, I swear. So now I'm going in with the setting spray, and I'm going to use the really pretty like mossy shimmery green because I'd used a good amount of matte colors. This is the second shimmery color I'm using, and I'm putting it on a sponge brush, as they call these, I think, and just putting it onto the moving part of my eye, basically the entire lower lid. But definitely just the moving part of my lid, just to give a little bit of dimension to my eye and just to check out this color as well. Okay, so I totally just lied to you. This is the last color I'm going to use. This is the darkest matte green in the palette. It really is, I swear. So now I'm going in with a crease brush, and I'm just going to intensify the outer edge. So putting this in sort of like the outer V area and just blending it in. This is a really great way to just kind of like subtly shape the eye and give it more of a sort of cat eye, wide apart look. And I've really been liking this lately, and I will just sort of take this and maybe even bring it into the crease a little bit and across just to blend it. But it really does do a nice job of giving dimension to the eye shape. Alright, so now we're going in with the Wet n Wild Wouldn't You Know, that's the name of the color, a brown waterproof eyeliner. So putting that on just the upper lash line, just sort of a nice even line. I do thicken it up a little bit towards the outer edge. But yeah, I really do like this eyeliner. It has good lasting power, and it's really pretty and quite affordable. Okay, so going in with my lash curler and my mascara, I'm going to do 2 coats of upper lash mascara. I don't really show this in my tutorials because I have pretty crappy lashes and I still haven't learned to do false lashes. So I'm working on it. Now I'm going to go in on the lips with an odd combo. I've been using the Urban Decay color in Nude. which is just like a purpley taupish pink, if that's a description of anything. Just sort of buffing that into my lips to give a little bit of darkness and definition. I'm doing the outer edge, but it's a very thick line that I'm also sort of buffing in to give some definition. And then for lipstick slash lip color, sorry, I have to put that in my purse. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. matte lipstick in the color Natural, which is quite light, to be honest, which is why I use a little bit of a darker lip liner just to give a little bit more color to it so it's not quite so pale. And that is the color combo I've been liking. And then lastly, to give my skin a little bit more color, we're going in with an e.l.f. Contour brush and the butter bronzer in Deep and just buffing that in. I'm also putting it on the top of my nose. I like that look in the summer. It gives me a little bit more dimension and some sun-kissed look, because we know I'm not sun-kissed because you'd have to go out in the sun for that. Yeah. Okay guys, so this is our finished look. So here is a shot with my eyes opened, and so you can see the shot on my lid with my eyes closed. Thank you so much for watching.